Hey, traders, this is Greg McLeod from the Elite Traders University, and this is a video for our group, for the students who are in mentorship. And many of you have a 30-day trial to the My Market Heatmap, and so they're probably wondering how to actually use it in trades. And so I'm just going to record a really short video on how to do that, so you can take advantage of that 30-day trial before it expires and make use of it. So first of all, you want to log into My Market Heatmap. It's a range of currency pairs by percentage change, but it's also a tool with a lot of different usable information, everything from streaming news, economic calendar, quotes, charts, technical analyzer, sentiment, and a lot of different things, right? So in fact, let's start with the heat map. There's an equity heat map for looking at stocks. We can take a quick look at that. And we can see that the FANGs, the Facebook, Apple, Alphabet, Netflix, and Google are all up 1.3%. NASDAQ is up. Risk on day, lots of green, but SPX, SP 500 is down. So we got a mixed picture in the market. And this tells us whether we're in a risk on market, where the Aussie dollar and Euro dollar and the pound and the Kiwi dollar are high beta currencies, will move with the stock market, right? Also, I'll drop down and I'll take a look at the Forex majors, which is about the top 7 pairs. We can see the US dollar index is pretty strong today, and that's exactly what I said would happen if you watch bulls versus bears. My weekly forecast, I talked about that. I talked about that Manic Monday will probably have the dollar in the driver's seat, so US dollar's up, dollar Swiss is up, dollar yen is up, and dollar CAD is up, okay? And in the back seat, we see pound Aussie down 0.24% and 0.38% respectively, the New Zealand dollar and Euro dollar. Why? Because the dollar is in the driver's seat. So we didn't have to look at a single chart, and we know exactly what's going on in the market. And how huge is that? And how much time do you save? And what is it worth to actually, like, wow, I can look at get a whole view of the market, taking the pulse of the market by just looking at one screen, okay? But it gets even better than that, because now we can actually go ahead and say, okay, what news is coming out that could impact the market and give us an edge, give us some volatility in this market. So what we can do, we can also go to the heat map and also look at all Forex pairs and see how they're all faring. And we can see the dollar family is in charge. The dollar SEK, dollar the Swedish kroner, dollars Turkish lira, dollar Norwegian kroner, the dollar Israeli shekel, and so the US dollar index, dollar Swiss, and Aussie Kiwi, pound Kiwi, dollar yen. So these are really interesting pairs that are leading right now. The other dollar pairs aren't really doing so well. It's a split is dollar peso and dollar the South African rand, which we actually have the South African rand and the peso actually stronger than the dollar, which is very unusual. Yeah, it's probably telling us something where these guys are already positioned first, and then these guys will follow later. Also, we have a lot of some yen pairs down here below, so it's basically a risk-off day because the S&P was also in the red as well, right? So let me just go back. I just took a screenshot because what usually happens is that rubber band slingshot where we see prices that are up here on Mondays will end up being the losers for Tuesday, and the ones down below here for Monday will end up at the top spot, right? Now these two might not move, but Euro Kiwi, Euro CAD, the yen pairs may end up moving up in the later on this week. Okay, so we have this. Now we can look at, okay, what catalysts do we have? What events could drive these currency pairs in different directions? And for that, we want to go to our trader tools, and we can go to our economic calendar. You can click that, and what that will do is give us a rundown of all the major events that are going to come out later on. Now, I have medium and high listed here, but I just like taking, now the pop will happen and you click out, close the pop-up. And that might happen on your phone too. If you just hit the back button, it'll go away too. Click, turn off the medium, and now we have the high. And so now we have, for today, later on at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, or 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 19:30 is p.m., we have the RBA, the Reserve Bank minutes, Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes, and that's high. And so that's going to impact the Australian dollar. In fact, let me go ahead and take a snapshot of this. And I'm going to build a chart which shows, for our group, what could possibly be useful, right? So this is going to be a driver, and what our predictive indicators are showing that we should see a rise in the Australian dollar. So right now, it's in the bottom spot of the heat map. Go back to the Forex majors, and it's down 0.9%. So this may be a buy the dip opportunity, and definitely our indicators are showing that we should see a higher move in the Australian dollar. Okay, now we do have proprietary indicators and things that show this, so we are not. I'm not going to actually show those actual charts, but we are just classic support and resistance. We are sitting on a trend line, right, which is pretty could possibly provide a good entry, a good risk reward entry is for entering the market. And what I can do is show you by going here to charts, tools, charts, and let's pull up the Australian dollar. Okay, so these are trading view charts. Yes, they are not they don't have all the features that the chart have. Like they won't save charts or anything like that. However, this is it's pretty good where you don't have to leave and you can say, well, look, we have a 1 hour chart, and money, you can see money is being moved into the market, right? You can see we can draw a trend line, and we can actually show even from here, trend line, that this was an old high, and we're just breaking above that, and we have another rising trend line here, and we've actually closed. We can close above this high about 71.33. Probably be in the clear for higher gains. We could probably see a move back up into, if we were to play on a breakout, maybe stop below this cluster of support, and we look for this old high, to be taken out. Then we're looking at a nice little 2-to-1 risk reward ratio for our trade. And again, we've identified an opportunity using the My Market Heatmap, using the heat map, and then pointing us in this maybe this possible setup. We're probably looking for the old resistance to be tested, or now if it gets anywhere near there, maybe 80-90% of the target, and it starts stalling out there, for me, I would pull the trigger and get out of it. You get some people very rigid, and they'll say, "Oh, we didn't hit the line exactly," and then they wind up losing a profit, and the thing turns around and drops. Okay, so the idea of the whole idea is to get into the market at a nice entry, and then say we're already moving up right now. So that's what I'm looking at to trade today. Aussie dollar. North to about 71.81 thereabouts, with a risk down around 71.11 position size accordingly, so you're risking no more than 2-3% on a trade. All right, so that's it for me. Again, you can come to My Market Heatmap and get a trial, 30-day trial, and also as wonderful bonuses here, almost $9,500 of bonuses, including a free Forex Foundation course. The Forex Foundation course is 81 videos that you get 12-month access to. You go to, and then so there you go. You've got this wonderful 4 modules, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior high, $15,000 value with just lots of videos from Japanese candlesticks, the best times to trade, trading the news, how to trade gold, different chart patterns, how to use the major indicators, and more. So again, it's 30 days for free. Watch as many videos as you want, and then after 30 days, it's just $19.95. Okay. So that's it for me. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Peace and pips. Cheers. Bye.